please to take a seat as we get ready for service? And encourage you please to take a seat as we get ready for service.
It's not a place you can get to by a boat or a train. It's far, far away. Behind the moon, beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Good morning, friends. Gathered here in the sanctuary, on Zoom, and watching later on our YouTube channel and on this lovely lunar New Year. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Franklin and the mountains of Western North Carolina and Northeast Georgia. We're a lay-led congregation of progressive minds and caring connections. My name is Mary Tessel, and I'm pleased to be your service leader today. Our Sunday service team this morning is our Sanctuary Stage Manager, Becky Thorndike, Sanctuary Tech Support, Warren Riley, and our Zoom Stage Manager and Music Coordinator, Jude Lowry. Our church announcements this morning, after service and after coffee hour, we have our UU World discussion. Today it's on green burials, so I invite you to stay after, those in the sanctuary, to stay after for coffee hour and discussion. Tomorrow morning, we have our monthly breakfast beginning at 9:30. If you haven't already RSVP'd, be in touch with Don Erickson, and we will be happy to welcome you to join us. It's a fascinating meal and discussion. And Laura, you'd like to share the other announcement? You're still there. We
Okay, thank you. I'm Laura Lovelace. And I want to tell you, all the ladies, that the ladies' lunch is this Tuesday, coming up, just a couple days, 12 o'clock noon. And a very small 3 of us have been meeting monthly, eating lunch or not, and talking about many different subjects. In this time of distancing and not seeing or talking to each other, It should be a nice, social, safe thing to do to keep in touch and meet new members and friends. There are many people in the sanctuary on Sunday that I have never even seen. I want to encourage you to join us. I have no feedback about why there are only 3 of us. Would you like to have it on a different day, a different time, etc.? I cannot get a group together if I don't have feedback. Does your silence mean no interest? Please email me or telephone me. I'm in the membership book. Laura Lovelace. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. And for folks, it's the same Zoom link that we use for Sunday service to join in that discussion. Are there any other announcements on Zoom? Any other ones in the sanctuary? We are all announced. Wonderful. Our fellowship is a light for liberal religion in the mountains that values diversity and the richness it brings to our community. Our celebration of diversity is reflected in the variety of our Sunday services. This morning, we kick off our 2023 Pledge Drive with a look back at our stewardship play from 2012, feels like yesterday, based on The Wizard of Oz, called The Yellow Brick Road. Have you ever wondered about folks whose names you've heard but maybe never met? Or about the origin story of the banners with the UU principles that are often up in front of the sanctuary? Today you'll find out, and hopefully you'll be inspired to contribute. Our fellowship players are, I think Jude has our slide for us. We just need, I see the slide, but we just need it in the center to be highlighted. As we go, the view, can it be spotlit? In any event, the mayor of Emerald City is our founder, Mayfield Schindelman. Dorothy is Melissa Junkin Rogers. Toto is a little stuffed animal in her basket. The Tin Man, her husband, Jimmy Rogers. Scarecrow, Dean Zook. Cowardly Lion, Dan Teslow. The Dragon, Valerie Nybo. The Wicked Witch, Jinsey Talbot. The board chair, Debbie Hamill. Board member, Lara Jackson. Board member and Glinda the Good Witch, Tom Riesdorf. The guard voice, Warren Riley. I'm the stagehand, and the music was done by Joan Hawthorne. Our play lasts 53 minutes, which will be followed by joys and concerns and maybe a few comments about the play, and with our closing covenant. So now, on to the play. Our fellowship players are going to celebrate our journey, our generosity, and by a stroke of serendipity, it's also L. Frank Baum's birthday. So, our players. Nice lunch.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was kind of heavy, and that gravy was kind of greasy too. I tell you, there's nothing more miserable than sitting in a board meeting for an hour suffering from flatulence.
I was going to try that place, but now after that report, I think I'll quit.
Hold on. Dorothy, it seems that our newest and youngest board member is not fully in attendance. My dear, what are you thinking?
I was thinking This sign is not very inspiring. What?
Well, the words were this big, and the sign was this big.
Are you saying that we limited our appeal to our members to support our fellowship because the sign was only this big?
Yes, because that's all the room on the sign there was.
And where are our new membership flyers? What next? Will we be limiting our ideas and goals to fit a smaller world view? And look, the chalice has gone out. Are we limiting ourselves to what's readily available instead of what's possible? Why do we think so small, just so much room?
I said, that's all the room on the sign there was. You just don't understand our responsibilities. You're asking why the chalice is no longer there. Because that's all the oil left there was. Why aren't ours redeemed? Why not promote ourselves? Because that's all the really left there was. We know that you are worried, solutions have not been hurried. Because that's all the cash in the bank there was. We just don't have enough money.
Well, maybe we'd have more money if members understood what we stand for. If we did more than pass out brochures, late, and put up boring signs.
Just how do you suggest we do that?
Or maybe we could put on a play and share our principles with our members.
That's preposterous. Who'd want to see us put on a play? Well, I think we've done what we can for today. Let's adjourn until next Sunday. Right. Without objections, we're adjourned. Yep.
Oh, Toto, if only they could see the bigger picture. There's so much room for all of us to grow if we work together and support each other. I'm sure members would pledge more money if they understood what our principles are, what we really believe in. I, for one, resolve to support and encourage all of my sisters and brothers on their personal spiritual journeys. We can find a better world if we're all willing to look for it. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up far, there's a land that I heard of once in a seminar. Somewhere over the pledge goal, bills are paid, and the dreams we aspire to, they never get delayed. If I could only travel far where burdens financial are fairly shared, where members' hearts are free from stress about money, then we could guess what dreams might be dared. Somewhere over the pledge goal, things get done, and their members really thrive, each and every one. If other congregations climb beyond their pledge goals, why, oh, why can't
Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning. We just witnessed the beginning of a marvelous tale. This familiar fable, along with its wonderful creatures, takes us on an exciting journey. And not just a journey along the yellow brick road, but one into the hearts and minds of these magical travelers. This morning, these familiar folk will help us explore our own hearts and minds as we near the conclusion of our journey along the rainbow path. Dorothy and her companions will aid us as we examine the principles which bind us together as Unitarian Universalists. What makes us UUs? We define ourselves not by creed, but by the 7 principles which Unitarian Universalist congregations affirm and promote. Number 1, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Number 2, justice, equality, and compassion in human relations. Number 3, acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations. Number 4, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. Number 5, the right of conscience and the use of the democratic process within our congregations and society at large. Number 6, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Number 7, respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. For myself, the first principle has very special meaning. We affirm and promote the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Every person counts. Every life matters. We promise to respect each other's humanity without regard to personal beliefs or private matters. And now, I believe, our adventure continues. Poor Dorothy, along with her dog Toto and Toto's doghouse, have been swept up in a tornado and are all airborne on their way to the land of Oz. I would advise you to be ready for some surprises as we follow the yellow brick road. It appears our travelers are about to arrive at their destination and about to land. Dorothy, fortunately, lands on a pile of straw. Toto lands on Dorothy. The doghouse lands on the Wicked Witch of the East. Not so fortunate for her.
Oh, Toto, we're safe.
They're safe, thank goodness, but so far from home. Poor Dorothy, poor Toto, and what of my evil sister? Oh, what do we have here? It's from the coroner. Quick work. It appears that he thoroughly examined the wicked old witch of the East, as she's known fondly in these parts. His most official finding is he found she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead. Thank you. And as next of kin, these ruby slippers are now mine. But of course, anyone who's been in my shoe closet knows I don't really need them. Now I can use this wand. Thank you, my dear.
What happened? Who are you? Where am I? I want to go home.
You're in the land of Oz, Dorothy. I'm a friend who wants to help. I know you've come a long way and want to go home.
How can I go home?
Here in Oz, there's a very great and powerful wizard who could help you.
And how do I find the great and powerful wizard?
Just follow the yellow brick road. It will take you to the Emerald City where the wizard rules. And here, my dear, these slippers will protect you along your way.
Stop it! Stop it! Right this instant, Glinda! Those slippers are mine! My sister witch promised them to me!
Oh no, they're not yours. She was my sister too, and these slippers will better serve Dorothy than you.
Ouch!
She just wants to go home. Run along, my dear. Be sure to wear the slippers until the wizard sends you home. Have a safe journey, my dear. I hope she makes it to Emerald City.
My goody two-shoes sister Glinda thinks she can protect that silly, pretty little girl, but she can't. She can't do it.
I've been around a long time, and time is on my side. I am entropy. I am chaos. I'll get that pretty little girl. Just you wait. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
All we have to do is follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Now, which way do we go?
That way is a very nice way.
Who said that? No, don't be silly, Toto. Scarecrows don't talk.
Of course, that's a pleasant way to go, too.
Wasn't he pointing the other way?
Some people, of course, go both ways.
Why, you did say something, didn't you? Are you doing that on purpose, or can't you make up your mind?
No, that's the trouble. I can't make up my mind because I haven't got a mind. I haven't even got a brain. Only straw.
Well, how can you talk if you don't have a mind, or even a brain?
I don't know. Some people, though, who don't have brains or even refined minds do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, some board meetings.
Oh, yeah, board meeting, yeah. Now, if I had a brain, then I might then have a mind. And if I had a mind, then I promised that I would make it up, that I would work to keep it open and refined.
Really? A really open mind? Would you use it to conduct a free and responsible search for truth and meaning?
Oh, yes, yes. Not only would I do that in search and meaning, but I promised to look for the truth and meaning in all things, natural and intellectual.
Well, Toto and I are going to see the Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City. Maybe he could help you get a brain. He's going to help us get home.
Oh, do you think so? Do you think he could help me to get a brain, to have an open mind?
Well, I think you should try at least. Make a commitment to what's good for you and try real hard.
Yes, I will make a commitment. I will go to the Emerald City, and if the wizard grants me a brain, I will work to keep an open mind because I could while away the hours conferring with the flowers, I could free my mind. I'm sure I could determine how to write a sermon with a mind that is refined. I'm answer very brittle for any individual in pain or in a bind.
And as the thought within you thickens, you could be another Dickens if you could free your mind.
Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I would think of things I'd never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more.
You could be another Fuller, no longer be the dullard if you could free your mind.
I would not be just a nuffin with my head all full of stuffin' if I could free my mind. I would dance and be merry, life would be a ding-a-dairy with a mind that is refined.
Wonderful, then let's go. All we have to do is follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Did you see that? Something big just went behind that tree.
Yeah, something big and furry.
Put him up! Put him up! Put him up! I'll take all three of you. I'll take them one at a time. What are you going to do?
No, get away from us. Leave us alone.
goodness, what a fuss you're making. Well, naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you, you're nothing but a great big coward.
Yeah, I'm a coward. I have no courage at all. I'm afraid of everything. I even scare myself. You see these circles under my eyes? I haven't slept in weeks.
Have you tried counting sheep?
Sheep? I'm afraid of sheep.
Oh, that's too bad. Dorothy, do you think that the wizard could help him too?
I don't see why not. We're going to the Emerald City to see the Wizard of Oz. Scarecrow wants a brain. Toto and I just want to go home. And we have a guide. This friendly dragon seems to know her way through the forest to the Emerald City. I'm sure the wizard could help you find some courage. Oh my, you look so sad.
It's sad, believe me, Missy, when you're born to be a sissy, afraid to stand and fight. I got problems. I was attacked by muskrats this morning, so I have to work harder at this. I could show my prowess. I could stand up for what's right. I would show you how I'd stand up for what's right. First I'd find the courage, then I'd find the might. I'd find the gun and hold it tight.
You could be a real hero, no longer be a zero when standing for what's right.
I would stand up for some others, my sisters and my brothers. I could stand up for what's right. I'd act upon my conscience, no more silly nonsense. I'd stand up for what's right.
That was wonderful. Scarecrow, we have a new friend to go with us to the Emerald City. Well then, let's go.
All right.
Follow
The yellow brick road.
Follow
the yellow brick road.
Dragon, Scarecrow, where did she go?
Well, I don't know, Dorothy. Oh my goodness. What happened? What can we do for you?
Oh, here's
Here,
an
let me
oil
pass.
can.
Yeah.
How did you ever get like this?
Oh, well, I was caught out in the rain and nearly rusted solid. It's been horrible.
Well, you're perfect now.
Perfect? Bang on my chest if you think I'm perfect. Go ahead. Bang.
Oh, what a nice echo.
It's empty. The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart.
No
heart.
No heart.
Well, we're going to see the wizard in the Emerald City. Scarecrow wants a brain, Lion wants some courage, and Toto and I just want to go home. I'm sure the wizard could help you. Please, can he come with us?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, then you're coming with us.
And if the wizard grants me a heart, then I'll reach out with it. Because now, this man's a hollow vessel, but I'd like to feel special with compassion as my guide. Just because I'm presuming that to be kind of human with compassion deep inside, I'd reach out and determine how I could be serving with great love I would abide.
You could register
They don't know I'm here, as if they had a chance. Well, I've always been here, and they've never had a chance. I am entropy. I am chaos. Your principles are... Stop that! I command you! Just shut up! I can't harm her as long as she wears those slippers, but I can torment her. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, your principles. Those 7 principles which you use, affirm, and promote. Let's
We seem to have gotten kicked out. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can get things back on track. But it may take a moment.
I think the witch must have gotten at it.
The witch did something awful. I'm actually going to go back to the source and see if I can get it there. So bear with me.
I was trying to see if Melissa Young was still available. I was trying to chat with her.
Oh, you were trying to chat with Melissa?
That's Dorothy.
Dorothy. All right, let's see here. Let me get this over here. I have gotten to the source. And let me see if I can advance it to where we were. And then I'll
I don't see it on the
No, I'll
screen.
have to reshare. I'm waiting. It's got to come up. So we're working on getting it up. And let's see how far in we were. There's the Tin Man. Okay, here we go. We're going to screen share again and see. There's a little intermission. Stretch your fingers. And let's see if we can get this going again. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
and you just shut up!
Huh? What?
Harm her
Okay.
as long as she wears those slippers, but I can torment her. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, your principles. Those 7 principles which you use, affirm, and promote. The silliness on which you don't. Well, I'm an entropy. I'm chaos. Your principles are preposterous. Oh, yes, I'm entropy. The ultimate and final fate of the universe. Everything it always gets worse. Oh, yes. You see how they revolve around her. She's the center of their pitiful little universe. Her human spirit, her simpering smile. She thinks she can make a difference with her resolve to follow those pitiful principles. smug cross-dresser. He could be your son's professor. Secondly, justice, equity, and compassion and human relations. Who accepts such obligations? Oh, a tin man with a heart. Well, he can live without that, I have no doubt. Be gone. Third, acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in your congregation. That silly little girl has resolved to encourage and support others on their personal spiritual journeys. Phrase! I told you I could torment her. Fourth, a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. Look at me. Nothing's free. In the end, there's entropy. A scarecrow. A scarecrow with a mind that's free and responsible and open. Well, responsible for what? Hunger? Pollution? War? The human mind is such a whore. Be gone! And then, the right of conscience and the use of the democratic process within your congregation and society at large. A lion with the courage to do what's right, but not with the fear and loathing that I bring. Get out of here. No courage whatsoever. The sixth, the goal of world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Just look around you. The world is going to fall. I said stop! And your final, the seventh, respect for the interdependence of all existence of which you are a part. And you bring in a dragon. Come forth, dragon. Oh yes, a mythical creature loved by children to sell this myth of the web of being. Oh yes, only to those with childish expectations. Don't you know the only webs of being are the cobwebs in your mind? Be gone! That silly, simpering smile again. But you must know, my pretty, I will get you in the end. Your little dog, too, and your principles! Oh, yes. Well, that's the truth. And the truth shall set you free. You like to believe that. But let me tell you about you and the truth. The truth, you know, you hide it because you can't abide it, and it's always been the same. A responsible congregation that will someday save a nation, then your claim to fame. But of your neighbors fundamental, you are often so judgmental, which you really shouldn't be. You say they're unenlightened, but aren't you really frightened because they're not like you? You think you're something different, that you're going to leave an imprint, that you know what's right and what is wrong. And that's the way you carry on. When you see you're nothing special, just another empty vessel, leave your principles behind. Because when you discover what's been kept undercover, then the truth will will blow your mind. I am entropy. I am chaos. Your principles, imposterism.
And now, as our players take a pause, we have a role for each and every one of you as generous members, friends, and guests. The morning offering will now be gratefully received.
We miss Joan.
Emerald City is even prettier than I thought it was. Let's tell the wizard we're here.
Who's that knocking on my door?
It's us. We're knocking on your door. We want to see the wizard.
The wizard is busy.
Oh, please, please, sir, we've got to see the wizard. The good witch of the north sent me.
But why didn't you say that at first? Why, that's a horse. That's a horse of a different color. I'll announce you at once.
Oh, did you hear that? He's going to let us in right away. I've as good as got my brain.
I can faintly hear my heart beating.
We'll be home in time for supper.
In an hour I'll be keyless for it. Long live the king!
The wizard will see the young lady first.
So you do think the wizard will send Dorothy and Toto home, don't you?
Oh, of course he will. She's so lovely and kind and caring. Of course he will.
Of course she will. Of course he will. Of course he will. Oh, well, that was so quick. Did you get to see the wizard?
Yes, and we talked for hours. His head was so big, that was all I could see, and he was in midair. And he said, well, he said,
The wizard will see the gentleman next.
oh, you do think he'll grant them their wishes, don't you? Of course. They're all so kind and caring. Of course he will. Of course he will. Of course he will. Oh my. That was so quick. Did you get to see the wizard?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And
Yes.
we talked for hours.
Except that he was a she, a very beautiful fairy, a lovely young lady.
A giant ball of fire! No. A horrible monster. Terrible beast.
Oh my.
Oh,
What did he say to you?
he said, bring me the wicked witch's broom, and I'll grant your wish.
May all see the world and the wizard differently, but we share this challenge. We've got to get that broom. Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what we saw, but I know they deserve to get their wishes. They deserve it. Let's do the right thing. And go get that broom.
And so the companions journeyed to the mountainside castle of the Wicked Witch. Along this arduous trek, they are faced with many dangers. Challenges to their wits, their courage, and their loyalty to each other. Overcoming each and every obstacle, they reach the witch's lair and find the broom. A master plan is formulated, a diversion is staged, and at great personal risk, the lion snatches up the broom and escapes with his friends. After learning of their success, the wizard asks the most honorable mayor of the Emerald City to bestow the awards he promised to our companions.
Madam Mayor, our adventurers approach. And now they have arrived. Our successful adventurers.
Yes, this is where the wizard said we'd find the mayor of Emerald City. Ooh, ooh.
Welcome, welcome. The wizard has asked me to give you your richly deserved rewards and grant your wishes. Scarecrow, please come stand by me. The wizard has decreed that due to the inspiring insights of your free and open mind, that you be awarded this diploma, a diploma of thinkology. What do you have to say?
Well, what do I say in addition to thank you? Well, to paraphrase R. Buckminster Fuller, the noted Unitarian, author, systems theorist, architect, designer, inventor, futurist, and notably, the grandnephew of Margaret Fuller, the noted Unitarian thinker, author, abolitionist, feminist, and possibly the most intelligent of the Concord Transcendentalists. But I digress. As Bucky said, the human mind is the anti-entropic force in the universe.
Lion, please come forward. Simply because you ran away from danger doesn't mean you're a coward. You're confusing cowardice with wisdom. In our world, some men are called heroes. They are those who stand up for what is right when it really makes a difference, as you have done for your friends. And these heroes have no more courage than you have. But some that are noticed doing the right thing have something you haven't got, a medal.
Oh, shucks, I just don't know what to say.
It's for meritorious conduct, extraordinary valor, conspicuous bravery against wicked witches. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage. Then, ma'am, the wizard says you want a heart. He also says, though, you don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts are never practical unless they can be made unbreakable.
But I still want one.
Oh, yes, you would. There are those who do nothing all day but good deeds. They are called philanthropists. And their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got, a testimonial. I therefore, in consideration of your kindness and compassion, the wizard has asked me to give you this token of esteem and affection.
Oh, Dix, listen to me. Look at my medal, it says courage.
According to the wizard, Dorothy's board has been on a journey of its own, inspired by Dorothy's optimism and resolve. They have been looking for the bigger picture. They have recommitted themselves to their fellowship and the human family at large, to think globally, to act locally, as they insist upon peace, freedom, and justice for all. And always there will be to support and help them understand the true nature of their journey, always the little dragon, here, there, and everywhere.
Oh my, can I go home now?
Of course you can. Just click your heels together and off you go.
What about my new friends? Can they come too, just to visit?
Well, if they want to.
Okay, let's go.
I'm still here, yes indeed. I'm still here, and they never have a chance. They're not strong enough.
Yes,
No chance at all.
yes, they are ready, and they are strong. I haven't been to Franklin for quite a while, and I think I'm going to go see maybe Dottie and Scotty Hiles. Let's see if I can still click my heels as well as that young lady. Here I go.
Well, this is where Dorothy told us to meet her for the picnic. She's bringing her new friends along, and we get to ask them about their travels.
Wow.
Wonderful. We'll get to hear about their adventures and what they've learned about the principles. I know we've learned a lot. We can exchange ideas, maybe even hold a seminar about our principles and finding a good cause.
Dorothy, my dear, I think we finally got the big picture.
We know you found the larger view. We've all found that land that we dreamed of is right here. Our fellowship is our spiritual home. Somewhere over the rainbow, but so near, a land that we dreamed of, dreamed that it could be here. Somewhere over the rainbow, there's a view, and the dreams we aspire to, they really do come true. We know that we can travel far where burdens bind and chill are fairly shared, where members' hearts are free from stress about money, then we could guess what dreams might be dared. Somewhere over the pledge bowl, things get done, and their members really thrive, each and every one. We know this fellowship can rise beyond its pledge goals, right up to the skies. Thank you. And now we know that home is where the open minds, the helping hands, and the loving hearts are, right here in this fellowship, our home.
What's next, Dorothy?
We go to work.
For a good cause. Ho, 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 and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we celebrate the day when you strike a good cause. Buzz, 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 hum, 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 and a couple of la-di-das. That's how we work to make our way when you strike a good cause. All meetings, focus groups, try to work as one.
That's how we work to make our way when you use find a good cause. Hum, hum, bum, 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 and a couple of That's how we work to call the day with a ho, ha, ha, ha. Reading here, thinking there, a serious review of laws. That's how we stay honest and fair when you use find a good cause. Focus here, research there, and a study group or two. That's how we keep the goal in mind when you use our up to.
Then you open up your mind when it wants to know. Will you follow your hearts wherever they want to go?
Jolly good show. Knowledge here, balance there. Simply take a pause.
And certain savoir-faire.
When you use find a good cause. Ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, and a couple of tra-la-las. That's how we work to make that way when you use find a good cause.
Oh, what the heck? Just write the check.
All right, I've written my check. Here.
What the heck? She wrote a check.
Our fellowship is, our fellowship is, our fellowship is
It's a good cause.
Please join hands for our closing circle, followed by our country picnic downstairs.
Wow. Wow.
A wonderful trip to 10 years in the past. Absolutely, I hope you enjoyed that. In the spirit of stewardship, Don Erickson shared this reflection from a UUA discussion forum. There was a man in our congregation who, because of a lifelong struggle with alcoholism, had not achieved all he could have by the typical measures of society. But every Sunday when the plate was passed, he'd semi-rise to reach his back pocket of his jeans, pull out $1, and put it in the plate. His donation was and ever shall be the biggest in my mind's and heart's eye. All gifts of time, talent, and treasure are deeply appreciated in our fellowship, and gifts given in love and hope continue a cycle of love and hope. So may it be. We're going to pause the recording now for joys and concerns and maybe a few comments about the play. We will go forward. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and community is its goal. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. So may it be. Everyone in the sanctuary is welcome to join for coffee hour and conversation, including our UU World discussion, and those on Zoom are invited to stay and have conversation as well. The service is ended.